I appreciate that. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. I just want to, that's right, and the reason for my being, I just want to say, first of all, Chairman Brock, to the distinguished members of the board, SCF board, fellow trustees, to all of you members of the NAACP family, on behalf of Eli Lilly and Company, I just want to let you know that it is our pleasure, proud privilege to be able to be a sponsor here tonight and to be able to share in this weekend. I think that of all of the weekends, of all of the meetings that we have at the NAACP, I think this one is probably the most critical one because it is the leaders of the organization who are the leaders of the future. And so on behalf of Lilly, I would just like to say that it is our pleasure to be here, and we thank you for this opportunity. On behalf of Nate, and these are my own words, so don't go back and tell him I said so, but if the guy has the camera on, then that's fine. Give him a copy. Otherwise, I'd like you to record it yourself because I've been actually, Rosalind, I've been praying on what to say at this conference because Chairman Brock knows this is an important conference to me. And seeing you out here, I'm so impressed with the young people and this generation that's coming up. I want you to think about something, though, when you go home because you came together, you've learned a whole lot, you had some very exciting times, you've shared some great ideas. One of the things that I know Rosalind and Ben and others in the NAACP talk about is the Joshua generation. You are the Joshua generation. The generation that came after Moses. And that is very good, but in order to understand your role, in order to understand Joshua, I prayed for something, Bishop, and it came to me that if you understand Joshua and what he did, Joshua was not Moses' flunky. He wasn't even his attaché. What Joshua did, though, was do as Moses was teaching him what to do. So Moses would go into places, they'd go down to Egypt, and first person they'd send there was Joshua. Moses would say, Moses, go tell them to free my people. Joshua would run down there, you better free our people. Why you free our people? Because Moses said so. Moses told me. See, Joshua could talk real bad when he had Moses behind him, see? See, understand who you got. So I understand you got being jealous behind you. I know you got Mama Dukes behind you. You can talk all crazy. Mama Duke said you better, you had Ben Hooks, you had Medgar Evers, you had all of these Moses generation to tell them that that's what you want them to do. But now as you get ready to go, it becomes a different deal. Moses, Medgar is gone, and Spotswood Robinson and Thurgood Marshall, so it can get scary walking up to Pharaoh sometimes and trying to tell him what to do. But just understand what God said to Joshua when he didn't know what to do. He said, you go forth, and I will be with you just as I was with Moses. So you understand, he had to get Joshua to understand it wasn't Moses telling him to go to Pharaoh that gave him the strength. It was God working through Moses. So now when you get ready to go out there, I want you to understand as you go back to Alabama, as you go back to Mississippi, as you go back out to California, that you take that generation with you. Be prepared to go to jail. Be prepared to lay down if you have to and put it on the line for some people. Times is tough right now. They are coming down on our kids all around us. And if we don't care about them, ain't nobody else going to care about them. So when you go back and you start telling them you will not undereducate our kids, you will not leave our seniors out in the cold, you will not take over our neighborhoods in Detroit and we don't fight about it. You ain't going to take away our birthright. And when they ask you who you are and who sent you, you tell them I'm the Joshua generation. Born, raised, qualified, and deputized by the Moses generation, who represented the biggest, the baddest, the boldest civil rights organization in the history of the planet, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. God bless you.